I remember the day I first heard those words like they were etched into my bones, cruel, sharp, and unforgiving. My own family, the people I trusted, the people I loved, looked at me with thinly veiled disgust as I stood there, clutching my research notes, trying to explain the potential I saw in the cracked asphalt and city ruins. "You're wasting your time," my father said, voice heavy with contempt. "You're chasing fairy tales. You're embarrassing us all." They didn't just dismiss me, they ridiculed me, laughed at my unorthodox ideas about medicinal plants thriving in abandoned lots and forgotten alleyways. They called it pseudoscience, a dead end, a foolish fantasy that would never amount to anything. My mother shook her head, tears brimming in her eyes, whispering, "Why can't you just be normal? Why this obsession with weeds and dirt? You're better than this." I felt my world collapsing beneath me, yet something in me refused to break. I knew, deep in my gut, that this was my calling, that healing was in the dirt, in the overlooked corners of the city, in the weeds that everyone else stepped over. I was mocked, dismissed, ostracized by the very people who were supposed to support me. No university would touch my unorthodox theories. Instead, I was expelled from academia and branded a crackpot. But I didn't give up. I plunged into the underground, into the shadows where no one cared about degrees or prestige, and I began my work. Years passed. I toiled in obscurity, planting tiny patches of green in abandoned lots, transforming empty wastelands into lush, healing ecosystems. My work was hard, at times almost impossible. Every setback was a slap. Plants that withered from neglect, funding that dried up, skeptics who called me a fool. But I persisted. I knew I was onto something real. I saw the pain and despair in my community's eyes and realized I had found my purpose. Sustainable healing systems for those forgotten by conventional medicine. And slowly, the world started to listen. Word spread about the urban phytotherapy project I pioneered, about how these green patches could offer relief to the sick, hope to the broken. I developed methods that use native plants to treat ailments, creating affordable, accessible remedies for the underserved. What was once laughed at as a dead end became a movement, a revolution in community healing. Then the breakthrough came. A major environmental and health organization recognized my work, funding expanded, and my small startup grew into a thriving enterprise. I became a pioneer, an urban medicinal botanist, transforming barren cityscapes into oases of health and renewal. My ideas, once dismissed as pseudoscience, proved their worth. The city I had once seen as a concrete wasteland blossomed under my stewardship into a living testament to resilience. And now I was back, standing in front of my childhood home at the place that had never quite believed in me. The yard was overgrown, but it was filled with the same weeds I had fought so hard to cultivate in the city. My family had gathered, eyes wide with a mixture of curiosity and disbelief. They'd heard about my success, of course, but no one truly believed it until today. I stepped forward, my heart pounding, and watched their faces as I revealed what I had become. Behind me, a lush, vibrant garden stretched across the yard, native plants thriving in harmony, a testament to years of relentless effort. I had turned the ruins of my city, the wasteland they mocked, into a living, breathing miracle. Their jaws dropped. My father looked stunned, his eyes blinking rapidly as if trying to grasp the impossible. My mother's hands trembled, tears streaming down her face, not from sadness, but from a flood of emotions she couldn't contain. My siblings, once dismissive, now stared in awe as I handed them small jars, remedies crafted from the very plants they had once called weeds. "Remember these?" I asked softly. "These are medicine. They're healing what you fought with dead. They're proof that even in decay there is life, hope, possibility." Silence hung heavy in the air. My father finally spoke, voice hoarse. "We didn't understand. We couldn't see what you saw. We thought you were foolish, an embarrassment. But you proved us wrong." In that moment, something shifted. For the first time, I saw the weight of their ridicule lift. I saw regret, yes, but also pride, a recognition of my perseverance and unwavering belief. I had been dismissed, mocked, cast aside, but I had risen from the ashes of their skepticism. I looked at my family and felt a profound sense of peace. The years of struggle, rejection, and solitude had led me here, to this moment of truth. I realized that success isn't about fame or money. It's about standing firm in your conviction, about transforming rejection into resilience, doubt into conviction. Standing there, I understood that my journey wasn't just about healing plants or reviving wastelands. It was about healing myself, restoring my faith in my vision when the world said it was impossible. It was about proving that even the most dismissed ideas, nurtured with passion and persistence, can bloom into something extraordinary. I turned back to the garden, feeling the warm sun on my face, the scent of native herbs filling the air. I thought about all the city streets I had transformed, all the lives touched by these tiny miracles. And I knew I'd finally come home, not just to a house, but to myself. Because in the end, the greatest victory isn't in proving others wrong. It's in believing enough to fight for what you know is right, even when everyone tells you you're foolish. That's the real healing, the kind that starts within, from the dirt of doubt to the blossoms of hope. And as I looked at my family, no longer my critics, but witnesses, I smiled, knowing I had turned their skepticism into understanding. I had become what they once mocked, a healer, a pioneer, a testament to the power of unwavering faith in your own vision. And in that moment, I knew I was exactly where I was meant to be.